Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here. Welcome to a brand new video in The Sims 4 and welcome to another Halloweek video. So this year I wanted to do a build, of course, as I do for I think all my Halloweeks. And I asked you guys over on Twitter what kind of build you wanted me to do. I gave you a poll with a lot of different options. And this actually, the haunted hospital that you're seeing, haunted/abandoned hospital is both. This actually got the second most votes over on Twitter, not the first most votes, because the build that got the most votes was the cemetery. But after I did the poll, I realized that in 2020 for my Halloweek I built a cemetery, so it's already up on the channel and it's up on my gallery if you want to check the cemetery out. But since I have never really built an abandoned hospital and a haunted one is at that, I decided, I wanted to try something new. And, I really like this build. I feel like it turned out great. There's a lot of detail in it, and I don't think it would be like a functional hospital because of all the trash and stuff around it, but there is everything that you need in a hospital. So if this was like a hospital you put in game, technically this would work. You just need, I think, to add a couple computers, because I figured you wouldn't really have computers in an abandoned hospital, especially because I wanted this build to be inspired by like an 1800s, maybe even early 1900s hospital type. So it's very much like an older looking building, very big and, kind of creepy. And it's definitely inspired by a hospital that it's in a city not too far from where I live. And that hospital, I've been there only once, and it really gave me, it was very creepy. It's an 1800 hospital. It's very big and pompous on the outside, and the inside is I don't know, kind of weird, and it's almost like a labyrinth. The corridors run on themselves, and there's rooms where you don't think there would be a room. It's pretty weird. So this build is definitely inspired by that hospital specifically. But just in general, it's a haunted hospital. As always, as for all of my builds, at the end of this video, there's gonna be screenshots, so if you want to check those out, these screenshots are gonna be super in depth, especially because I didn't record everything for this footage, and even after I recorded all the stuff that I recorded, I think it's around 3 hours of footage, I didn't record everything. So there's a lot of detail work that I didn't record, and it's not in this video, and this video is even sped up 1000%. So it's a lot of footage, a lot of detail. I really wanted to make it as creepy, and I wanted to nail the abandoned look, and I think I did it. So if you want to download it, as always, it's also on the gallery. Right now you can search it up using my hashtag Simmuz, we use my name, or my ID, which is Simmuz, like you're on YouTube. You should find it pretty easily. The only thing that I'm going to tell you, first thing first, it's on a 64x64 lot. I'm building it in Windenburg right now. But so I don't think you would actually be able to place it as the original hospital. I don't know why you would, but I don't think you could. But even beside that, it uses a lot of different packs, because I think I definitely use vampires, I definitely use werewolves, I use a couple of kits. I think the basement kit, I don't remember the name of. I definitely use cottage living. I definitely use, oh my god, what else am I using? I don't remember, but there's a lot of different packs. I think I use also spooky stuff. So just so you know, there's a lot of different packs that I'm using. So it's not really available, it's not easy to get this pack with this build. But if you want it in your game and you have all the packs that it requires, it's stunning. I'm so proud of it, because it took me so long. It took me long to figure out the layout of the build first, but also the whole decoration thing, because you're gonna see the main thing about this build. There's not a lot of full-on usable items in it. There's functional bathrooms and there's lights everywhere that function. I did go in and change the lights so that they reflect what I wanted them to work with. So some of them don't ever turn on, even though they're technically functional. Some of them are always on. Some of them turn on only when a sim walks in. So I wanted to also set those a lot. And you're gonna see that, I think, in the screenshots especially. But it was a lot of like decals on walls and the floors and graffiti and decoration and trash. I really wanted this build to feel like it's been abandoned for years and years and years. So I needed to make it as trashed and broken and dirty and gross as possible. Of course, is also haunted, so beside that, not only from the ghost in the beginning of the video, who I guess I just downloaded a random ghost from the gallery. I don't even know, so that was random, but I did put it in the, I think it's not called haunted trait, but I think it's ghosts still. So you would have ghosts living in this lot because of the trait. And I also found with debug these very cute little decals that go on walls and have like little direction on them, and I felt like those were perfect for the hospital. But mainly I just went room by room, walking, not really walking, but like checking out every single room to make sure that I had something in each room, whether it was like actual furniture like these bathrooms that are functional, or whether it was trash or like dirt or something, just to make sure that everyone was taken care of and was dirty, broken, ugly, disgusting. I'm going to break a lot of walls. You're gonna use columns and pipes and other decorations to make it look like, some of the walls are broken down. And also, I really enjoyed just sitting back. I think I put on a podcast, just sat back and worked with tool a lot. Like I did so much tool work with blanks. You can see right here, I'm doing it right now for this. I think this is just an example. I did it in other walls as well. I did cover up some windows with some blanks. I moved some items on the side, like if they've been pushed over by some people, maybe some people that came in to graffiti. So there's a lot of like stuff being broken, falling apart, a lot of details. I'm very, very, very proud of how it looks, and I really hope you guys like it. Of course, let me know in the comments as well, what do you think about this build? Do you still want me to, maybe I could remake the cemetery? Because as I said, I did one already in 2020, but it's not like I cannot not make another cemetery. So if you want to see a cemetery build, I could also do that. And also, I've really missed making builds for this channel. It's been so long since I did one, because, I like doing the more videos, the videos where I talk, where I have my face in, and I just, talk about stuff about The Sims, or my theories, or news, and I really enjoy doing them, and I think they're fun, and I think you guys like them. But at the same time, this channel was born with like builds, so going back to them sometimes, I feel like I don't know, I really miss them. So hopefully you guys miss them too, because we're gonna get a couple of builds, hopefully. There's this build definitely coming out, and I'm not really sure still. There's another build that I made. It's a Scream build. As for my Scream series of builds, if you don't know, they're like some of my most watched builds. I made another one, but because of the strikes that are in place right now, I'm not going to post that until the strikes are resolved. As of right now, they are in talks, so hopefully we will be seeing the end of the strikes soon, and I can post that build. So that is gonna be staying in the backlog until the strikes are resolved. As soon as the strikes are over, I'm posting the Scream build, and hopefully I hope you guys will like that too. But you know, this Halloweek series, I'm getting a couple cool videos out that I'm very proud of. I'm doing another Italian folklore video as well. I think this one came. It's either coming right after this one or before. I'm not really sure what the order is. And of course, I'm doing a mod video. I haven't tried a mod yet, so I don't know if it works. So I'm just giving you exclusives when I don't even know if they work or not, just so you know. But hopefully it does. And you know, there's the Scream build. I really hope I can post that, because I feel like it's a good, cool tradition that we have on the channel for Halloween to post the Scream build, but I guess maybe this year it's gonna come later. Hopefully, still at the end of this year, before 2024. I don't know. I really hope the strikes end before then. Just for the sake of the people that aren't working because of the strikes, and hopefully the studios stop being so greedy and come to term with the actors and everything can be resolved. Also, especially because this might, if you don't know, also come into play with video games soon. So that would mean Sims 4 stuff would be on hold. For me, because I want to support the strikes, I of course, I'm not a SAG-AFTRA member, but I do want to support the strikes. So if the case ever comes of video games being stopped for the strikes, as the talks are as of right now, it could be a thing that happens. If that comes to and it happens, I'm going to stop posting about The Sims 4. I might post about other video games if you guys are interested. We could talk about, I don't know, Stardew Valley. I'm playing a lot of that, so we could talk about that. We could also do streams more, maybe. You can let me know, of course, in the comments down below what you think, but I will not be talking about The Sims 4 or The Sims franchise if the strikes takes place. But let's talk a little bit about the build. Here at the second floor, we have 2 rooms that are special. The rest is more or less, all of them are like patient room or like places where you could have patient diagnostics. But the main office here, there is a big like main office at the center of the first floor, and there is, in my mind, is like where like all the nurses would hang out and like take care of like the more the files of patients and all of that, maybe take care of like visitors as well. And it's like a hangout kind of room, but also like a workplace. And in front of that, there is another office. There is a little secretary office on the side. You're gonna see that in the screenshots. You saw it also, I think, in the intro. You definitely saw, though, the main build, the main office. That's for the hospital's director. So, I mean, it's not anymore. You know. And I just really wanted to have a little bit of fun with a little bit of a different room, because everything else is so, it's just like a hospital bed, maybe a little broken one, but you know, it's a hospital bed. I wanted to do something a little different, so that's why those rooms are up there. And I guess they also make sense. You would have some offices here and there in a hospital, I think. But yeah, I think we're coming closer to the screenshots. I'm just doing some extra details, especially doing these planks over the windows. Not all the windows have planks on them. Some of the broken windows have planks on them. Some of the full-on glass windows still also have planks on them. I wanted to give some, I don't know, some details here and there. I didn't want to also just be everywhere, because it would have been a little bit too much. But still. And I'm using so many of these decals. They're from Strangerville, the basement kit, I think. There might be some vampire ones as well, some werewolves ones. So a lot of decals to also outside, as you can see, to mess up the cement lot outside and make it seem like it's broken and some plants are growing in it. So there are cracks, there's dirt. You know, it's an abandoned hospital. It's been years and years where people haven't been here, and the only people that have been here have been coming in to graffiti the place and get scared by the ghosts. So, you know, Not really. Not. I don't think anybody's taking care of this place, and I don't think anybody is even like they even care about this place at all. So using a lot of debug, especially for trees and for like foliage in general, I really wanted to give this fuller, like grown in look, and I think it works. And here are the screenshots finally. I really love how it looks. As I said, it's already up on the gallery, so if you wanted to load it, you can look up my ID Simmuz like you're on YouTube, or hashtag Simmuz as well. You would get the build. It should be in the first ones that you find, because I think the gallery goes by date, so this should be one of the most recent ones. But yeah, I really like how it looks. I think it turned out great, and I am so proud of it. It was so much work, especially with all the decals and all of that, because it's all one by one. You place all of them one by one. I scaled them down, I scaled them up. You know, it's a lot of different details, and I think it turned out great. So hopefully you guys like it as well. Let me know, of course, in the comments down below what you think about this build. What else do you want me to do for like other builds in the future? Because I kind of want to bring back builds on this channel. I haven't done them in so long. But I really want to bring them back. So of course, let me know. I could do an updated cemetery if you're interested. But again, I'm super open to suggestions, either here in the comments or, you know, all my socials. They're all down in the description below. And also, if you want to subscribe to my channel, this Halloweek season is always full of videos, so you're gonna get a bunch of notifications in the upcoming days for videos of me for Halloween. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, whatever. Bye.